Thank you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's showing your age. You guys always showing your age, yeah.
First day late.
I want to get right to this guy because this young man here, we just happened to catch you because you're coming in and you're going to do some things at the Fringe, Wilmington Fringe.
Yep.
Or I guess they have different areas and you're going to set up on one of the stages.
Yeah, it's a big festival of sort of self-made theater and some visual arts things as well, some films, and doing a show called Please Don't Beat Me Up. Stories and Artifacts from Adolescence.
Yeah, well, that ought to be fun. And, of course, your hometown is Wilmington. I didn't realize that. You don't live in Wilmington now.
No, I live in D.C.
Oh, in D.C.
Pretty close to Jersey or Philadelphia, that you identified me from
yeah,
before.
I'm totally confused. I had you coming over. It's D.C., so you drove over
Other
from
bridge, yep.
D.C. Well, I thank you so much for coming all the way over, but you went to Conrad High School, so a chance for you to get to say hi to some old alumni and everything else. You got some jokes that you did from high school? Or
yeah, it's well, the show...
You pick on some of your friends? Might not be the place to do it. No.
Exactly. No, the show that I'm doing is actually, it's not stand-up, it's more storytelling. I'm telling true stories about embarrassing things that happened during childhood. So when I did the show in D.C., nobody knew me, but in Wilmington, I might have in the audience a lot of people that actually did beat me up.
Yeah, so there you go. Food Detective with Ted Allen, what's that? Tell me.
That was, and the fact that you asked what's that is exactly why it was canceled, I guess. It was a show on the Food Network.
Okay.
I was on it for 2 seasons, and it was only on for 2 seasons, then it was gone. But it was like Mythbusters about.
So you're
food
one of
science.
those what we call has-been then. You has
exactly.
been. At your young age. So
and a wannabe.
Yeah. So he's a wannabe and come
He covers
back.
both our guest criteria.
Get on Saturday Night Live with, maybe you guys
could.
Gabriel, you can hook up.
Delaware 28 and Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll launch a lot of them. I'm telling you, I don't know where they go from here, but they go.
They come from the Food Network.
Surviving your stupid decision to go to grad school.
Yes, that is my book.
Yeah.
It's a survival guide.
So you got
for
a
grad
book?
School. I have a book.
Oh my
it's in the car. I didn't bring
gracious
it in.
guy, you've been busy.
I didn't write it. I just have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a book I wrote about how to survive grad school because a lot of people don't.
Beat you up.
Yeah, but I want to remind everybody he's going to be performing at the Fringe on Friday nights. You don't want to miss that.
Thursday and Saturday.
Thursday
or Friday.
Oh, that's the Friday Night Fest, Wilmington Fringe Fest.
It goes for
I'm
like 5 days.
confusing you, aren't I? I haven't got a thing right. This guy's from Fort Worth,
Are you
Texas.
reading the right card?
My name's Bill. I'm
yeah, but Adam Ruben, www.adamruben.net, and he's got some of your stand-up, your book, all that on there. You're going to do a little bit. I'm going to clip you here. I got a microphone. They got a microphone up for you there. I want you to put your hands together for Mr. Adam Ruben.
Thank you. Very great to be here on the Tim Qualls Show. Be back on television once again. I don't know about you guys, but I watched a lot of television growing up. I watched too much. They say you watch too much of the same thing on television, you get desensitized to it, like you get desensitized to sex or violence. I think now we've got a whole new field of things to get desensitized to. I'm desensitized to makeovers. You know what I mean? I can't watch a normal makeover on television anymore. Remember what a makeover used to be? It used to be you changed someone's shirt and you cut their hair. And that was like the whole episode of Montel Williams. But now they've gone crazy. There's like Extreme Makeover. Remember that show? Where they would like break you and put you back together. You get an eyelid lift, eye reshaping, a nose job, tummy tuck, breast reduction, liposuction, a full set of Da Vinci veneers. You spend 3 weeks in a hotel room with a bandage wrapped around your head going, I didn't know it would be so hard. Just so the people sitting at home can say to each other, I think she looked better before. This is crazy. Here's how out of hand this has gotten. I'm not making this up. A couple years ago, they had the world's first ever cosmetically enhanced beauty pageant. It was a beauty pageant only for women who'd had cosmetic surgery. The winner was this woman who'd had 10 independent surgeries. I do not think they should be giving these women awards. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. They should give the prizes to the surgeons, right? They did the work. It's like giving some kind of national art prize to clay. Or this year's Nobel Prize for medicine goes to malaria. It's not the same thing. Oh, and you know what show was the worst? You remember The Swan? It was on in like 2005. If you didn't see it, it was like Extreme Makeover for 16 women, and then they have a beauty pageant. So the women have to compete against each other. What is wrong with our society? That we can have women undergo 4 months of plastic surgery, and then 15 out of 16 women are told, I'm sorry, you're still not pretty enough. Now there's Extreme Makeover Home Edition. You guys watch that? That's the new one. Oh, geez. It's like Trading Spaces on crack. They don't just come in and rearrange your room. They knock down your house and they build you a new house in 7 days. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to live in a house that was built in 7 days. I don't care how many Kenmore appliances you stack in there. Wow, I really love the washer dryer. Great, but you can't move it. It's holding up the second floor. So it's also nice to be back here in Delaware. This is great. I was up in Delaware last weekend. I went to visit my parents. They still live in Wilmington. I saw something in my room. I'd completely forgotten about, this little defining element of my childhood that maybe defines some of your childhoods as well. Mr. Potato Head. Who here had a Mr. Potato Head growing up? Yeah. That thing was fun for about 5 minutes, wasn't it? Now he's got a mustache. Now he doesn't have a mustache. Mom, I'm done. Anyone else think it was weird he used to keep his parts in his butt? Remember that? He had this flap in his butt. You open up, all the eyes and ears come tumbling out. Whenever I did that, I could picture Mr. Potato Head looking back going, oh, what did I eat? We've all had some bad days, but none of us has ever crapped our own ear. I hope. You know what else? He had a pipe. Remember this? Mr. Potato Head had a hole in his lip where you could stick a pipe. They got rid of that now because they didn't want to see, kids to see Mr. Potato Head smoking and think it's cool to smoke. I think any kid who treats Mr. Potato Head as a role model, we want them to die sooner. You know, help Darwin out. So I live in D.C. now. I grew up in Wilmington, and I spent 6 years in the place in between the two, which is Baltimore. Yep, just pausing in case anyone goes, yeah, that's about the reception Baltimore should get. People in D.C. make fun of Baltimore a lot. People everywhere make fun of Baltimore a lot. But the problem I learned is not that there's anything wrong with Baltimore itself. The problem is that the people running the city don't give the people who live there any credit. You see the proof of this everywhere. The motto of the Baltimore Zoo, and I'm not making this up, it's on all the commercials, the Baltimore Zoo, it's where the animals are. Just tell us that about everything. You know, the Enoch Pratt Free Public Library, it's where the books are. There's even more proof. I love this too. The city motto of Baltimore itself on all the benches downtown. Actually, you go there now and you look at the benches, and all the benches say, Baltimore, the greatest city in America, which I think is supposed to be distraction for the terrorists, you know, so they don't get one of the good cities. I don't know, Ahmed, it says Baltimore is the greatest, and then Chicago's okay, you know. But here's what I love. When they decided that was going to be the motto like 5 or 6 years ago, they actually went around town stripping the old motto off the benches. Does anyone by any chance know what that old motto was? It was the city that reads. When you make an active decision to remove all reference to your town's literacy from public spaces, you have given up. Before I go, I have one more quick thing. I would like to suggest a new motto for Baltimore. It's based on the city motto of Las Vegas. Here it is. What happens in Baltimore stays in your bloodstream. It's true. Thank you very much. My name is Adam Ruben. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah. I want to put your hands together for Adam, and also late for dinner.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.